So, welcome to today's class and today's lesson. And I'd like to show you how you come up with HTML pages. So, you can choose a text editor, just as I described in the previous class, the previous lecture that I have uploaded on the e-learning platform. So, you can use a Notepad, Sublime Text, you can even use Adobe Sort, that is Dreamweaver, but for today we just use Sublime Text to do the job, that is creation of HTML pages. So HTML pages, these are pages that can be rendered by a web browser. And when I talk about web browser, I'm talking of software like Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, and Microsoft Edge, among many others. So just go to File, create a new file, and I save it just the way it is, a blank page. So go to File, Save, look for saving location. Now for HTML, you can save it within any given directory of your computer. So I have created a directory here, so, and then you give it a title. So for example, let's assume I just want to create a forms page, so just say forms.html. so this extension is normally given to all HTML pages that need to run on the browser. However, you might find that in some cases they may differ depending on which web server they might be stored in. For example, you find that web pages that run on Apache normally end with .php. The ones that normally run on IIS, they will end with .aspx. So, but they all go back to HTML. So save it. Now, HTML works using what we call tags. So a normal HTML page has an opening tag called HTML and ends with a HTML tag. So like that. That is an opening tag, and then I'll have a closing tag. The good thing with using a text editor like Sublime Text is that it automatically completes for you the closing tags. So every HTML page will have an opening and an ending tag, that is a closing tag. So after that, just save, and you can go to the location of where you saved that web page. So if I come to my location, I have a page called Forms. Now if I just click on it, it is empty, but it is open on our web browser. So let's go back to our web page. Within a HTML page, it normally has other tags that forms the components of our web page, and a normal HTML page is made up of 3 sections, that is the header, the body, and the footer. So we can have the header like that, we can have the body, and you can have the footer like that. So on the header, this is where you place things like the title of the page. For example, I can have a title, and this title I can call it Forms, like that. So if I run this page, come here and run, I should be able to see, but now just a minute. I should be able to see that my page is called Forms. Up here is actually called Forms. So that's the title. Now let's proceed, and within the body we want to have something on it, for example a paragraph. In my previous work I'd already given you some work to check on how you create paragraphs, how you come up with lists. For example, if I want a list of 1, 2, 3, so these are called lists. So within here I'm going to create a paragraph, a heading and a paragraph. So I can come up with a heading, for example heading 1, and as you can see, headings, these are tags that denotes a given heading for a given section of a web page, and I normally group from heading 1 up to heading 6. So heading 1 is the biggest, and the heading 2, and as the order increases, then the heading becomes larger. So I have possibly heading 2, and I can say let's have fruits. So if I come to my web application and I run it, now here you have fruits. That is a heading. Let's add something extra. Now, just like in some programming languages that you have dealt with, HTML is not a programming language. It's just a markup language. So this is how we do commenting. So you have an exclamation mark followed by 2 dashes like that. Then this is where your comment starts here, and also ends with 2 dashes and a greater than sign. So you can comment with this section. For example, let's say start of the fruits list. That. Now for lists, there are 2 types of lists. We have what we call the ordered list. For example, if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is an ordered list. But we can also have what we call an ordered list. An ordered list, these are lists that do not follow a specific pattern. So I would like to start with ordered lists. So here you have a list of ordered lists. So they have what we call the OL, that is the ordered list. And ordered list, or any type of list, then I have each of the items, and each of the item within the list is called a list item. And a list item is normally described like with LI. So LI, that will present one item. So I can have one of my fruits being mango. I can have another one. Let's say banana. I can also have another one. Let's say peppermint. So those are my 3 fruits. So if I come back here after saving my work and I refresh, I should be able to see a list of my fruits. Is mango, banana, and watermelon. So you can also have a list of an ordered list. Like so. Sorry, this should be 2. So you might use UL, an ordered list, and each of the list items is actually presented with an LI. So I can continue with my list, and this time it's an ordered list with table fruit, lava, save my work. So come and run a list of an ordered list like that. And you can even make, you can give them a style. So you can have style, you can say list style. For example, you note that here we have the list, as small circles, small black circles. So you can change that. You can say list, let's say maybe square, or even asterisk, or even disk star square. So if I come here and run it, I should see that it has actually changed into these squares. Okay, so the last thing that we need to do is to come to our footer. So what am I stored in the footer? So a footer can have something like the copyright. For example, we can say copy 2018. So I come here and I run this. I should be able to see that is copyright 2018, copyright 2018. So I think that gives you a very brief introduction of the three parts that makes up a web page. That is the header, the body, and the footer. If you have any question, make sure that you shoot them to me, and I'll be happy to assist you. Also go through some of the websites that can help you. For example, the MP3 schools, HTML docs. You can get some very good tutorial. See you next time. Thank you for watching.